Yes, get ready for the legal dictation containing 480 words at the speed of 80 words per minute with fluctuation. Get ready. 3 seconds. Start. It was found that a number of the reforms suggested in the acts had not been implemented by the states. A committee consisting of 7 chief ministers was set up in July 2019 to discuss the implementation. Accordingly, the central government of India promulgated three ordinances or temporary laws in the first week of June 2020, which dealt with agricultural produce, their sale, hoarding, agricultural marketing, and contract farming reforms, among other things. These ordinances were introduced as bills and passed by the Lok Sabha on 15 and 18 September 2020. Later, on 20 and 22 September, the three bills were passed by the Rajya Sabha, where the government is in a minority via a voice vote, ignoring the requests of the opposition for a full vote. The President of India gave his assent by signing the bills on 28 September, thus converting them into acts. The legality of the acts has been questioned. Agriculture is mentioned in the state list 6 times, the union list 4 times, and the concurrent list 2 times. Many developing economies reformed their agriculture policies in the 1980s and 1990s to encourage private sector participation. Swati Dhingra of the London School of Economics cites the case of Kenya, in which their agriculture reforms increased the ease of doing business. However, this very increase caused other problems for the farmers. In February 2021, 87 farmers' unions in the United States wrote a solidarity letter giving the example of Reagan era farm policies. Reagan era furthered the farm crisis through deliberate federal policy changes with systematic erosion of parity prices and other deregulatory efforts. The farmer unions believe that the laws will open the sale and marketing of agricultural products outside the notified agricultural product market committee mandis for farmers. Further, the laws will allow interstate trade and encourage high electronic trading of agricultural produce. The new laws prevent the state governments from collecting a market fee, cess, or levy for trade outside the APMC markets. This has led the farmers to believe the laws will gradually lead to the deterioration and ultimately end the mandi system, thus leaving farmers at the mercy of corporates. Further, the farmers believe that the laws will end their existing relationship with agricultural small scale businessmen, commission agents who act as middlemen by providing financial loans, ensuring timely procurement, and promising adequate prices for their crop. Following the Prime Minister's announcement of the repeal of the farm laws in November 2021, there were renewed demands for a guaranteed MSP. This came amid reminders of the government's target of doubling farmers' incomes by 2022. In 2016, the finance minister had stated we need to think beyond food security and give back to our farmers a sense of income security. Relevant recommendations by the M.S. Swaminathan headed National Commission on Farmers have been cited as a reminder. Stop. Get ready for the general matter dictation. 3 seconds. Start. So far as the government policy is concerned, we find that a sum of rupees 4 crores has been allowed to be invested this year. We do not know how it is to be used up. We have been told that during the period of 1948-53, nearly rupees 35 lakhs have been allowed to be invested in textile machinery and generally in the textile industry. We have seen to what extent cotton and jute have been dominated by the national capital and to what extent they play the role as against the demand for them. We know further what the government is doing in regard to these industries and how the Indian counterpart in these industries are behaving. Then why this further penetration of foreign capital? Even in regard to the expansion scheme, we find that paints, soaps, electric fans, and machines tools are some of the industries where the government is allowed foreign interest to establish or expand their factories. It will adversely compete with the production of the country when the indigenous producers do not find any market in this sphere. Therefore, we have got to see to what extent the capital issue has been regulated by this government and particularly by the finance department so that the national well-being of the country could be guaranteed. Then we have got to look into the fact as to how far the new industries are allowed to function. So far as the oil refineries are concerned, some of them have been established and some more are going to be established very soon. In the control of the administration, the Indians have no share. There are only preference shareholders and they have no voice in the management. So far as the administrative aspect in this industry is concerned, the most important part of it is the technical know how. They do not guarantee that they will train the Indians. That means They say even after 20 years, we will have to face the problem of the know how in respect of the oil refineries. I do not know why the government are showing softness to foreigners in this matter. Then we have another investment in collaboration with the Indian chemical industries for the manufacture of civil explosives. Here, as far as I have gathered, only 20% is going to be Indian capital. The majority of the shares will remain with the Indian chemical industries. Nobody else has been allowed to make any investment. It would have been better if other companies and private individuals had been given an opportunity to purchase the shares. Stop over.